Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered how far away those twinkling stars really are? Or maybe you've marveled at the intricate design of a seashell or the smooth curve of a wave crashing on the beach? If you're like me, then you've probably asked yourself why certain things happen and how we can figure out other things that we do unknow. We humans have always loved solving puzzles and understanding what makes our world go round. That's why stories about Archimedes, one of the greatest mathematicians of all time, still excite us today. Let's travel back in time to ancient Greece and meet the amazing Archimedes. Let's start at the beginning. Archimedes was born in the Greek city of Syracuse on the island of Sicily around 287 BCE. This was a time when the Greeks were known for their incredible art, architecture, philosophy, and yes, mathematics. Although we don't know too much about Archimedes' early life, we do know that he was curious about the world around him. When he was just a boy, he would spend hours watching the boats in the harbor, trying to figure out how they floated and how they moved through the water. These simple questions sparked a lifelong interest in math, engineering, and physics. And as he grew older, he became one of the most brilliant minds of his time. Archimedes' biggest claim to fame was his incredible ability to solve math problems. He developed new ways to calculate areas, volumes, and the number of things in a shape. His method was so precise and elegant that mathematicians today still use some of his techniques. But Archimedes didn't just sit around solving equations all day. He was also a hands-on kind of guy who liked to invent things. He built machines that helped people measure things more accurately, and even designed tools for defense. In fact, during a battle between Syracuse and Rome, Archimedes created powerful weapons like catapults and cranes that helped the city's defenders fight back. But what made Archimedes truly special wasn't just his intelligence or his inventions. It was his insatiable curiosity. You see, Archimedes was always asking questions and experimenting with different ideas. He wanted to know how things worked, why they happened, and if there were better ways to do them. And because of his endless curiosity, he made some of the most important discoveries in math and science. For example, he discovered the value of pi, which is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. He also figured out how to calculate the area of a circle and the volume of a sphere. And he even came up with a way to estimate the value of irrational numbers like pi and 0.30931. These discoveries revolutionized the way people thought about math and science and laid the foundation for future discoveries. But Archimedes wasn't done yet. He also made some incredible inventions, like the Archimedes spiral, which is a type of screw that can be used to lift water out of a low place to a higher place. He also invented a device called a compound pulley, which is a system of wheels and ropes that makes it easier to lift heavy objects. And he even came up with a way to measure the height of a building without using fancy equipment. All these inventions showed the world what a brilliant and creative mind can accomplish. And they inspired generations of scientists, engineers, and mathematicians to follow in his footsteps. But Archimedes' story doesn't end there. He was a man ahead of his time, and his ideas continued to inspire people long after he died. In fact, some of his inventions weren't even discovered until centuries later. And today, his work is still being used by scientists all over the world. So let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible legacy of Archimedes. Now, imagine for a moment that you're walking along the beach and you see something strange in the sand. It looks like a big flat stone, but it's not quite right. And then you notice something else. It's not sitting flat on the ground, but is slightly tilted. As you walk closer, you can see that it's actually a curved piece of metal, like a spoon lying on its handle. But it's not a spoon, it's a screwdriver. You pick it up and realize it's heavy. Suddenly, you know you've stumbled upon something special, and you call your friends to share your discovery. Well, guess what? This is exactly what happened to a farmer in Syracuse more than 2,000 years ago. He found a bronze sculpture hidden in the ground while digging a field. And when he brought it to the attention of the king, Archimedes was called in to help decipher the mystery. The bronze object turned out to be the long-lost Antikythera mechanism. This incredible device is considered the world's first analog computer, and it has revealed incredible insights into the scientific knowledge of the ancient Greeks. So let us explore the mysterious world of the Antikythera mechanism and discover the secrets of ancient Greek engineering. The Antikythera mechanism is a collection of gears and dials encased in a bronze frame. It was found in pieces, along with other artifacts from the Roman era, off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera in a shipwreck. At first, archaeologists thought it was just another Roman gadget, but when scientists analyzed it further, they realized it was much older and more complex than they originally thought. The device was crafted sometime between 200 BC and 70 BC, which means it predates some of the most advanced technological breakthroughs in Europe by almost 1,500 years. But what did the Antikythera mechanism do? Well, that's where things get really interesting. It was a sophisticated calendar and astronomical clock that could track everything from lunar cycles to solar eclipses. Its most famous feature is the ability to predict the phases of the moon with incredible accuracy. It could also calculate the date of the next full moon or eclipse, and even predict the rising and setting of constellations. The device was incredibly accurate and reliable, and it's no wonder that scientists were stunned by its complexity. But here's where things get really exciting. Recent research suggests that the Antikythera mechanism may have been designed by Archimedes himself. That's right, the greatest mathematician of the ancient world may have also been a master engineer and inventor. If you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Archimedes was known for his love of astronomy and his fascination with the natural world. It's no surprise that he would have been interested in creating a device to help people understand the complexities of the cosmos. Of course, we don't have any written records or blueprints to prove that Archimedes was behind the invention, but there are some pretty compelling clues. First of all, the Antikythera mechanism was discovered near Syracuse, which was Archimedes' hometown, and it was found in a shipwreck from the same time period that Archimedes was alive. Plus, the device itself shows signs of incredible craftsmanship and engineering, which are hallmarks of Archimedes' work. Not to mention that Archimedes was known for his interest in astronomy and his fascination with the natural world. So it's not surprising that he would have been interested in creating a device to help people understand the complexities of the cosmos. Imagine for a moment the world's leading expert on gears and pulleys, someone who could design incredible machines that helped people measure things more accurately and lift heavy objects with ease. And now imagine that person turning their attention to the stars. It's easy to see how Archimedes could have used his talents to create something truly special. But unfortunately, Archimedes never received the recognition he deserved for his invention. In fact, the Antikythera mechanism remained a mystery for centuries before it was finally rediscovered in the early 20th century. But now that we know the true scope of his genius, we can appreciate Archimedes for the brilliant inventor he was. And that's not all. The Antikythera mechanism is not just a fascinating piece of history. It's a reminder of the incredible things that humans can accomplish when we set our minds to it. It shows us that we can unravel the mysteries of the cosmos and unlock the secrets of the universe with curiosity and a love of learning. So the next time you look up at the stars or marvel at the complexity of a machine, remember the brilliant mind of Archimedes and the Antikythera mechanism. What do you find most fascinating about Archimedes' story? Do you have a favorite invention or discovery of his? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more exciting adventures in science and math. Please like my channel. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep discovering. You never know what amazing things you might find.